Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another green skin versus Beastmen matchup, and this is one of, I think, the more fun matchups. Here I brought a very Savage Orc central build, uh, and we've got five Savage Orcs here as a main line, supporting with the Rusty Airs and Night Goblin Archers, some nasty Skulkers for Smoke Bomb, 3 Orc Biggins spread out across the lines, 2 Orc Boar Boy Biggins. We got the Hammer of Gork right here, so we'll be tossing some rocks at the Beastmen here. I also have Goblin Big Bosses, but they are on wolves, so they're a little bit faster than I'm used to. So we've got some wolves here, and then I have my Orc Shaman over here just on foot. And yeah, so I brought these archers for large targets, giants, minotaurs, whatever. They're just kind of good to bring. And he doesn't know they're there, so that's kind of helpful. We have the Hammer of Gork for dealing with Bestigors, which I really didn't have any answer for, but luckily he did not bring any. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Anti-large here in the back, anti-infantry up in the front with leadership support. So we'll go over my opponent's army. Over here he's got some vanguarded Ungor herd, and they do have stock, so I will not be seeing them for a while. And then a very strange formation here. He's got a lot of Ungor spears, expecting some cav or some large units. He's also got 2 of these Ungor Raiders, which I think is a great bring. Always bring these guys. And then he does have spread out kind of more Ungor herd. He's got just a Beast Lord on foot going cheap on his Lord, and that's to afford this awesome Cygor here. And we'll be trading shots for a while. Over here he does have a Centaur with 2 Centaurs with great weapons. It's a great pick. They will, I think, on the charge, they will beat Orc Boar Boy Biggins. So really impressive unit here and really good bring. And over here he has some Razor Gore Chariots, expecting some Black Orcs, which I did not bring. I used Savage Orcs before the update and I thought they were overpowered, and now with the update they got even more buffed, so they will definitely be at the heart of any greenskin army. Over here he has Centaurs and the Poison Warhounds. I love this matchup here. This is a kind of very deadly, very fast flank. And over here he's got some Razor Gore Herd, so more armor piercing damage. And we'll just start off with some artillery trading. I feel pretty comfortable trading like this, just because the Savage Orcs are so naturally spread out. They're kind of like Gore Herd. They're not able to form rank. And so while that makes them bad against cavalry charges and the like, it does make it so that artillery does not really do that well against them. So you can see in the time it took him to do that much damage there, I've done some very considerable damage to this Gore Herd over here. You can watch the rocks. You can see the rocks coming in the distance. Getting some nice shots in there. And I'm pretty content to just kind of trade here. I don't want it to be too close to this Cygor. So I kind of wanted him to advance on me. Here I'll be bringing up my archers to try and counter this guy. And why I'm showing you this video is just the amazing, endless foots of Gork that I'm going to be dropping on these beasts throughout this game. And the first one is going to start right here, right on these guys. I don't want them shooting, and I'm going to stomp them out. Oh god. Just like completely decimating that guy. Oh man. Amazing. And they're so low armor, it's going to just drop those guys. And now I'm going to charge in here with my main line. You can see the Cygor's rock still coming in. This time firing at the Biggins, a much better target. You can see doing some good damage. Nice volleys there from my Goblin Archers, but you can see I'm advancing, so I'm leaving my Hammer of Gork kind of undefended. And I'm going to be moving up my troops here, and we're going to engage across the board. Savage Orcs are going to just mop the floor with Ungor Herd. They really don't have a chance in this matchup. That physical resistance on these guys is just insane. I think in this matchup you really do need to bring those Bestigor. You need to let them get the charge. And you got to really bring the armor so that these Savage Orcs cannot be as effective as they are. So here you can see these Ungor Spears. Actually, my Savage Orcs have taken a bit of damage, but here come my heroes. You can see I'm pulling these guys back in to support, protecting my Hammer of Gork. Again, more rocks coming in. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any foots of Gork, because I think I cast 3 this battle. So you saw 1. Shooting out my Hammer of Gork here, shooting at this guy. Rocks coming in. You can see that main line just melts. And I'm going to come, I'm pretty sure he's not paying attention, so I'm going to go over here. And then another good old foot of Gork. Just like completely clumped up around the flank of my biggins. And I think I hit every single model in that entire unit with that foot of Gork. Just beautiful. He's like a crater left in behind. And you can see my Savage Orcs running to clean up. My biggins over here on this side, finally into combat. Here come more Ungor Herd. You can see that middle. He does do a great job of microing those Warhounds, and they are able to get in the money. Archers, but at this point I don't really mind too much. And I see another juicy blob over on this side, going up against my Savage Orcs. So I think you know what's coming. Getting some nice flank shots into that Ungor Spear Herd. See these Centaurs coming around. And that's why I keep my nasty Skulkers around. So I'm going to pop a Smoke Bomb on these guys. And hit that charge speed. Bring in my Orc Boar Boy Biggins now that they can't get a charge. And come clean them up. And you can see over here my Savage Orcs dueling with the Cygor. And they're going to do fine in that engagement. Now really it's just the Beast Lord. So I kind of swarm him while I'm dealing with these chariots who are not going to have a good time against Biggins and Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Cleaning up here. You can see the Beast Lord having fun over there, getting swarmed by my goon squad of heroes. This is an amazing tactic too. When you run a hero in, and you have 2 archer units, and so all of his units are stuck on this guy. Their backs are turned. They're not using their shields, and just volleys upon volleys of these archer shots are going to just wreck these guys' day. You can see this Beast Lord not doing too well against the Goblin Big Boss with the support, and good old Orc War Boss coming back in. Here we go. We'll see the final foot of Gork in slow motion as it comes down and stomps out the last resistance. Oh man. Just so many foots. We'll watch that health. Just like bouncing like pinballs. Oh man. It's so good. Favorite spell in the game. Right there. And just like every single one of those was just such a blob across the map. Man, so good. And you can see instantly they're going to rout off the field, get broken, and this Beast Lord is going to go down. Cygor in the back there, actually doing pretty good against the Savage Orcs. Not the ideal fight for him though, and that's going to be a victory. I like my opponent's build. I think if I had brought a Black Orc core, he would have had a ton of tools with which to eliminate my very expensive Black Orc line. But since I didn't do that, and since the Cygor can throw rocks at like the clumped Black Orcs and really make itself worthwhile, it was essentially the Savage Orcs just won that for me. So yeah, against the greenskins, you definitely have to be aware of the Savage Orcs, and they are definitely a really strong asset in the current greenskin roster. You can see all of them just getting a ton of kills here. 128 on this one, and it's like almost full health. This Goblin Big Boss got shut down by the Beast Lord early, but the rest of my heroes doing pretty well. 85 kills here on this Hammer of Gork, 62 on this Rusty Airs. It's all pretty good. My Biggin's not doing very well. Just kind of getting stuck on these guys and doing some good damage. And the Orc Warlord Biggins, definitely a must bring to protect the Hammer of Gork and kind of like the very poor leadership of the Savage Orcs. You can see here, the Cygor actually chevroned up from 1 rank to 2, so definitely got some good killing done there. And yeah, you can see that main line is really what did it. The main line, and then the Ungor Raiders getting stomped out, and this Gore Herd, I think, and then Ungor. Just 3 units taken off the field for 800 gold, essentially. So definitely worth it, that Orc Shaman. Just like, oh, so good. Foot of Gork. Anyways, thanks for watching, and good game to my opponent. That's that.